Now guys, I'm not saying it's aliens, but I am saying it's aliens. And this is definitely aliens, and it plays and feels just like aliens. Uh, it's a lot like Gears of War meets aliens actually, in fact, and it's a lot of fun. This is probably the most fun aliens game I've ever played. Well, maybe not ever played, but since the aliens video game, the arcade games from like 20 years ago, this is the most fun I've had with the aliens game, easily, by far. And really feels like a faithful adaptation of like, what if I was a Marine and I was at a station, or I had to go on a rescue mission, and wow, I found a bunch of xenomorphs and had to blast them away. This seems very true to that. Like, you have a set energy bar, and where you can roll out of trouble and like leap over boxes. So like, it really has that Gears of War feel to it. You only have like a 3-player limit, so if you're not playing online with like human characters, the game automatically sets you up with 2 androids that accompany you and protect you. They're actually pretty useful. The AI is decent. I mean, they do get swarmed and like they do get shut down, and you have to go back and rescue them and fill up the bar to bring them back. But you know, they're pretty useful actually as far as CPU characters come and go. There's a lot of very close quartered action. Even if the aliens are far away down a corridor, you know, they run towards you, and like, you can get swarmed super easily. You have to protect your 6-lock because sometimes they come from behind, and other times you know, they're they come from everywhere if you're in an open area. A lot of different varieties of aliens, like there's the spitters, the warriors, drones, Praetorians. I think there's a few others. I haven't encountered all of them, but like, some of them look pretty intense. There's a lot of gear to unlock as well, and like, I believe it's 5 or 6 classes. Somewhere I saw 5, somewhere I saw 6. And most of the levels, like, you battle a lot of small swarms of aliens, then you move on, you hit a trigger, so like, or you find a valve or something, and then you find sort of more small battles as well, and then you survive to the end of the level just to do it again. So in that sense, it's like, the guns sound great, like the levels look like they came from the movies for the most part. It's just, what I'm getting at is kind of repetitive, like at least from the bit I've played. I'm only on the 2nd or 3rd mission of the 1st level, but like, already I'm like, okay, it's kind of repetitive. It's fun in short bursts, like maybe 1 hour, 2 hours bursts, like short sessions. But the biggest downer really is the atmosphere, surprisingly, like, and also the animations kind of need some work. They look great, but like, as soon as the aliens move, it's sort of like, okay, it feels kind of off for some reason. Like, they're not, I don't know, they sort of run like dogs, I guess is the easiest way to explain it. And instead of the aliens being terrifying, you know, spitting their acid at you and causing you, like, you know, all sorts of trouble, like, they don't seem as fearsome, as worrisome as they should be, unfortunately. Yeah, they just seem like a gross inconvenience, like, oh no, there's a bunch of aliens I gotta kill now, and for you to finish the mission. I feel like the game's just not dark or scary enough. Like, it just feels like it's just missing that aspect of it. And the game sort of expects you to play and replay through the missions, and that's kind of a shame. Like, there's no extra DLC coming as far as I know, because like, the game really needs that extra, or like, even like just randomized levels or something extra that makes it so the game has more quality of life. Yeah, so if you play in longer bursts, it just starts to feel boring. It's sort of the same old, even though you can unlock stuff, and it's kind of like an RPG elements where you can level up and get gear and switch classes. The game costs $50. Now, you can buy another $30 of DLC just to customize your character, but it's a little bit high for what you're getting. But if you love Left 4 Dead, for example, or Back 4 Blood, which is coming out next month, yeah, you'll like this a lot. It's a solid $30 game. I think 50 is a little bit high, and as I said, like it's the best Aliens game in like over 10 years, since Alien vs Predator, which was loved or loathed pretty much, and then the game that came out in 2014, Isolation, people didn't really like so much. So if you don't mind like a Gears of War clone meets Aliens, it feels like more of a professionally done Alien mod in some areas. Pick it up and play and like enjoy the experience. Like definitely, I would say it's like a solid 8.5. You know, it looks great, but feels repetitive after your first like, you're overwhelmed. Hey, it's an Aliens game. If there were expansions, I would give it a 9 out of 10 because, you know, there's so much potential for a good Aliens game, and like this one comes so close. It just it's missing those like nitpicks and like extra stuff to it. So keep on looking in the sky for Aliens. Bye.